Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
Which one, old man, that ain't got to shake your head? Get that side check, put it in pockets like it's back, going downtown.
Fuse is about these 4 characters who join up and kill people with cool looking guns. And this little trip of theirs, they get trapped by this ninja looking bad people guys who are like destroying the world or something along those lines. You have to stop them because you're the good guy. Also, there's a bunch of bantering between the main characters because, well, that's what they have to do to keep it fun, I guess. The gameplay is third-person shooting, little platforming with lots of shooting. That's the whole game. Each character has their own special gun, and then later get special power. It's something you would expect from Insomniac because they like to mix and match special powers and guns and all that stuff. Kind of like Ratchet & Clank or Resistance. You'll basically get to choose different characters in single player, just switching on and off so you can try all the different powers, or just picking one that fits your gameplay style if you decide to do some co-op. Is this shooter from Insomniac, the minds behind Resistance and Ratchet & Clank, worth picking up, or is it a dud? Well, we're gonna find out.
Your father's a real prize.
He got us out, didn't he? Come on, I'd rather not be here.
Which one, old man, that ain't got to shake your head? Get that side check, put it in pockets like it's back, going downtown.
I love the look of some of the weapons, from turning them into black crystal looking things to making a vortex of hell to even building a cool little shield around you like the Matrix. These special weapons and powers make the game quite fun to look at when blasting up baddies. Game can be tough too, which is kind of nice in a shooter nowadays, unless I play it on hard, or I'm not sure if I played it on hard. I think I played it on normal, but I was dying quite a few times, or at least going down. And it also could be because the AI really sucks. I'm going to get to that in a little bit. It's pretty long. Each level is a minimum of like 1 hour, usually closer to 2. So if you're looking for content, you'll definitely get it here. Plus it has a level up system, kind of like an RPG, but it doesn't really work all that well. It's a co-op game, so it's 4 players. So if you have some buddies, let them join you because it's a lot more fun. Or so I hear, because no one I knew had this game, so I couldn't play the co-op, so fuck me.
Come on.
Just once. Easier to climb if you didn't insist on wearing 80 pounds of high vis.
The game's first bad is the genericness of it. Sure, there's some cool weapons and powers, but it's very generic. A story that you'll fall asleep through, but it's just boring. The awesome art design from the first title or the first trailer is gone. It's replaced by this realistic looking world that's boring to look at. What happened to that cool cel shaded kind of look from the first trailer? Even the levels themselves are boring to go through. The objectives for the levels are very sameish. Throw enemies back until you kill them all, collect the power knob thingy and put a machine to move on. It's just very straightforward and it just keeps going on forever, reusing the same ideas to move on through the levels. Controls can use some work. Most of the times it's not bad, but relying on Y for everything to grab or touch is pretty hard to pick up certain weapons and just kind of annoying. Also, you stick to walls oddly. Sometimes you go off of them for no real reason too, even though you are moving. It's kind of just doesn't make sense. The ugly in this game would be the AI. It's pretty fucking awful. I mean, these guys are brain dead. They will stand there for like 6 seconds while you're down and you're like, come heal me. They're like, oh hey, that's my partner, he's dying. And I'm like, yeah, asshole, I've been dying, so help me.
Which one, old man, that ain't got to shake your head? Get that side check, put it in pockets like it's back, going downtown.
It's not that Fuse is a bad game. Look at the puggy. It's that Fuse doesn't use any of its strengths to its extreme. It has these cool looking guns, but they're not super fun to actually use. it had a really cool art design, and then it changed to this generic thing. It has a lot of content, but it's not really that fun to play. It's just generic. And it has a level up system, but it's not a very good level up system. So you see, it has good things, but a lot of bad things. Is this the worst game I played? No. Is it serviceable? Yeah. Is it fun in co-op? Probably. Like I said, I had nobody who played it because nobody has it. But yeah, it seems like it could be a fun co-op game every once in a while. But this game just screams, to me anyway, rent at best. There's really nothing worth buying here. You know, EA has now taken away the online pass, so you don't have to buy it. And really, there's no reason. And Insomniac definitely has put out better. The last Ratchet and Clank was even better. I like the little crappy kind of tower defense. Anyway, the point is that there are better games from Insomniac, including Resistance, and some of the Ratchet and Clanks released this generation. So I'm very disappointed. Doesn't come through. It could be fun, but in honesty, it's the perfect title when I'm thinking, this is generic. This is what that is. So, better luck next time, I guess. But yeah, rent it if you want some co-op fun or you want to go through a shooter. But there's too many other games coming out that really, they are worth your time more so than this. I'm also wondering why in the blue hell. Why? Okay, I really have nothing funny to say this time. It's just, this game has generically turned me into generic mode. I have nothing to say. I'm sorry. Pug power.
If you would like to support my book, easily just go on Amazon.com, type in Exterminators Infected, and either pick the ebook or the paperback and purchase. Thank you very much for the support. It means a lot.